Hello everyone, welcome to Philvy's Story. Today I'll be cooking claypot tofu, and in this video there will be a giveaway event, so do stay tuned throughout the video to find out how to join the event. Here I have 2 pieces of farm tofu that I got from the wet market, and then I'm just gonna cut and drain out the excess water by using a paper towel. For this recipe, I don't really have an exact recipe, but it's more like sharing how I will cook my claypot tofu, because there are so many types of ingredients that you can play around, and also different type of sauces that you can use to season this claypot tofu. So for example, like this block of tofu I got from the wet market is a bit firm, but it doesn't really deep fried well into golden brown. But you can always use like egg tofu or those teochew tofu, which can when you deep fry it, it will turn out a very nice brown color. So depends what you have in your pantry, you can use any type of tofu. The vegetables that I'll be using today are just leeks, carrot, ginger, onion, garlic, and then I'll be using shrimp as the protein. You can use meat if you have to, any types of meat or chicken, but today I'll be just using shrimp. And then to start off, I'll be deep frying the tofu, and like I said, this tofu doesn't deep fry very well. I did not even coat it with cornstarch. Maybe if I did coat it with cornstarch it will be better, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. It still tastes good. So once the tofu floated up or turns golden brown, then it will be done. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking on the red subscribe button, and do turn on the notification so that you'll never miss any new uploads from me. I have shared before a seafood tofu dish, which I will leave the link in the description box below. Actually, you can use that method to cook claypot tofu too, or you can just use this stir fry method to cook the claypot tofu. So here I have a claypot by SOA Ceramic, which able to use on induction cooker, but the one that I'm giving away in the event does not support induction cooker, which means you can only use it on stovetop or as a decoration plate. But if you're interested to get the induction cooker claypot, you can always visit SOA website for it. Then to start off, I'll just drizzle some sesame oil, then add in the ginger, garlic and onion. Saute it for about a minute or so till it is fragrant-full. Then add in the carrots. Saute it for a while, then add in the leeks. For those that asking how to get wok taste when you're using induction cooker, you see when you're using induction cooker, there's rarely any smoke coming out from the pan, right? But if using claypot, you can see there's a lot of smoke coming out. Last but not least, I add in the shrimp and then give it a stir before I add in roughly about 500 ml of water. And as you can see, using this claypot to cook, it does really give the smoky flavor to all the dishes. So other than cooking any claypot dishes, at times I just use my claypot to cook some other types of dishes, just like stir frying vegetables, or stir fry some meat to get that smoky flavor from the pot. Because I'm using induction cooker, normal pan doesn't give me all this type of smoke. So as for the water portion, you can add as much as you want or as little as you want. Then just season this according to your taste. And I'll be using my secret ingredient, which is the chicken stock, cube chicken stock, because it's easy to use that. And of course, if you want to, you can use your homemade chicken stock, or if you don't have any, you can just use plain water and then season it with salt and oyster sauce. Here I'm using oyster sauce. There's also other few types of sauces that you can use, like abalone sauce, or you can use mushroom sauce, and depending on the type of sauce that you like, that you prefer, then do season it with salt and sugar if needed to, adjust accordingly to your taste. Usually when I use chicken stock, I do not really need to season it with extra salt or sugar. Normally just 1 cube with a tablespoon of oyster sauce, it will be good enough. Then once you're satisfied with the taste, then add in the tofu. At this point, you can actually you can crack in 1 egg, give it a stir if you want to make it into a wat tan ho. But if you don't want to use egg like me, then just leave it out. Then once the soup came back to boil, then add in the cornstarch water. Cornstarch water will help to thicken up the sauce so that you get the slightly thick sauce for the claypot tofu. Other than cornstarch water, you can use starch water, arrowroot starch water. Those thickening agent will help to thicken up the sauce. So that's about it in cooking claypot tofu. It is quite simple and versatile. You can adjust accordingly to what you have in your pantry and use any types of sauce to cook this claypot tofu. So thank you for watching, and then we're gonna move on to the giveaway. I will show the claypot that I'll be giving away is this cute usagi claypot from SOA Ceramic, and all you need to do to join this event is to let me know the brand of this claypot. It is so simple. Just leave the answer in the comment box below, and you might be one of the lucky winner.